There's an ACT state election coming up.
Territory! ACT the territory!
Why does everyone have this propulsion to yell?
Territory!
I mean, I do it too, it's just something for you to ponder. Anyway, the ACT election's on the 15th, and because Canberrans are so well educated, I bet even the Canberra Raiders
Read The Economist whilst getting my dog to lick my balls.
It's really hard for the Liberals to win government there because they've been out of office for so long. They've resorted to consulting the How John Howard Won in 1996 playbook, which apparently is nothing but pictures of his head on a false cleaner fish.
I pretend to eat dead skin, but I actually eat eyeballs.
This is Canberra Liberals' entire election strategy in a sentence. You ready?
I'm just like Labor. I'm exactly the same as Labor and BANG! Lay like rail!
Let's look at climate action. The ACT Greens coalition said,
Jump, Free Willy! Jump!
Dude, have you seen Blackfish?
Don't spoil this movie for me, shut your mouth!
90% renewable energy by 2020. That target alone makes Canberra the Denmark of the Southern Hemisphere, except, you know, no one in Canberra is attractive. And for years, the opposition leader Jeremy Hansen has been moaning, too ambitious, can't be done. Not pointing out that you look exactly like Principal Skinner can't be done. The Labor Greens coalition is so ahead of schedule they've upped the target to 100%. That's right. The ACT will be completely run on renewables within 4 years and zero emissions by 2050. So to quote Jason James, then, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, false cleaner fish announces like a month before the election.
Yeah, I changed my mind. Unity ticket, we support Labor's targets and... I don't know what we're laughing about. Okay, Jeremy Hansen, the top 10 roundabouts that make you ruffle.
Gonski, anyone? Remember Tony Abbott's...
No, we're on a Unity ticket with Labor on Gonski. Now, Chris Pine! Now they can't learn from their past mistakes.
Then when the Liberal Party cut tens of thousands of public servant jobs, which Telegraph readers more than anybody else are aware where most of those reside.
Bloody Canberra fat cats!
Resulting in 5% of these fat cats, sadly, without milk. You know what normally happens when 5% of your employment base disappears overnight?
I'll suck your dick for $1.
Recession. Canberra avoided a recession because of the Barr government's actions, and that alone should be enough to re-elect them. But on top of that, maintained its position as the third best performing economy in the country, second highest level of growth, and...
Jesus, is that you?
No, it's Andrew Barr, aka Calculator Jesus.
Despite that 5% carpet pull, ACT Labor has maintained the lowest unemployment rate in the country. I mean, come on! You want to vote out miracle workers because...
Well, they've been in power a while now, and sometimes you need a...
No. Governments aren't yogurt.
Colin Barnett.
Well, this government's like red wine, it gets better with age. I mean, the ACT only has a $5 billion budget. When the Federal Liberal Party cut $50 billion from hospitals, they lost $600 million. That's more than 10%. But the back, or should I say, buck's fine. Sure, the back stops with me. They're still delivering on their 10-year health plan. Just face it, Canberra's proven the heaven paradox. You're bored because you've got perfection in this government, and you want to replace it because this is the big issue of this election.
It's making light rail, cotton, temporary traffic.
Canberrans have it so good, they're complaining about something that's good.
Explain to me how 3-minute traffic delays that are temporary slow. This is a nanny state. A nanny state. Territory.
You think the light rail construction is causing traffic? Your population is about to double. You're complaining about a transient 3 minutes. Come to Sydney, listen to the traffic report that is so predictable you can actually mouth the words.
3-hour delay on the M5 due to a slight car accident.
Then go back to Canberra, because no one in Sydney's interested in talking about tulips, and look into why the Canberra Liberals, like snarky little teenagers on the net, are complaining.
Trans shit, everything's shit.
Well, what do you suggest, mate?
Emergency.
What?
Emergency centres.
That's the only original policy they've released, and it's been almost universally panned by the medical community as moronic. Ever wondered why their slogan this year appears to be, Canberra Liberals, we've got one idea and it's bad? The reason they've barely uttered a word as to what their plans are for the future of Canberra is that every last one of them, apart from Principal Skinner, was branch stacked onto the ticket by Erica Betts, meaning the Canberra Liberals are the most conservative, far-right nutters in the country. And you're actually considering replacing, inarguably, the best government in the Southern Hemisphere, the government that turned you into a slightly flatter Norway, with the US Tea Party minus the celebratory,
Alright, we made it into government!
But that's not going to happen. Because one, you're going to share this with every Canberran you know, and two, if you are in Canberra, you're going to sign up for this automated call from everyone's favourite political commentator that rubs squid ink on his naked body. It shields me from the lies. That'll call you on October 15th and remind you to vote, because last ACT election was determined by 300 votes. There is zero wiggle room for... Did you vote?
Oh, was that today?
What?
Relax, man. Good intentions win elections, bruh.
And, most importantly, the ACT has the voting system equivalent of...
Do you want the spaghetti shot?
Practical.
It's really weird. You don't really have preferences, you just vote for who you want in. So you cannot vote for anyone else except for a Labor or Greens candidate. All numbers must go to them. And, most importantly, I'm doing a show there on the 20th of October. Got nothing to do with the election, I just want your money. But for the love of God, sign up for that reminder call. Don't be responsible for replacing one of the greatest governments on earth with...
Oh yeah! Doors open, boys! I'm an amendment to be, yes, an amendment to be. And I'm hoping that they'll ratify me. There's a lot of flag burners who have got too much freedom. I wanna make it legal for policemen to beat them, cause there's limits to our liberties. At least I hope and pray that there are, cause those liberal freaks go too far.
I'm getting really good at these authorizations. I'm gonna please hire me for them. I don't even have to speed up the audio setting.